I'm getting mine, ain't no rush. This perfection coming up, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. In the end, it's gonna be us. Don't need a spotlight on this grind, I run it up. Been the cut, gotta eat, skip the sleep till the work done. I be up, I'm getting mine, ain't no rush. This perfection coming up, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. In the end, it's gonna be us. Don't need a spotlight on this grind, I run it up. Been the cut.
Showtime if you nasty. Welcome back to the Crosscast. How everybody doing out there? Once again, I asked that question like I can hear what the fuck y'all saying. This week, man, just wanna, man, I've been seeing like lately, man, been a lot of I've been talking to different people and it seemed like I've been getting heavy shit laid on me, man. I know people that got problems and shit going on, and I just been getting real heavy shit laid on me, man. And usually I can separate myself from other people's problems, and I'm still pretty good at it, but it's been at an alarming clip, to where it's like, okay, I can't help but notice this. Some people is people I give a fuck about, some people not so much, but it's not like I got any bad blood towards them. It's just like, I don't know you like that. So, but I mean, I'm human, so I do care about other humans to an extent, not an extent to which that's going to hurt me, but I feel y'all pain, and hell, since it's been getting colder, I've been mentioning, that seasonal depression shit is real. Well, one thing that, that's coming up that can really attribute to that is Christmas, man. Like Christmas is a holiday that, especially for parents who are maybe not in the position that they would like to be in, we tend to put these ridiculous expectations on ourselves. Like, oh, we got to get the kids this, we got to do that. If you can't afford this, then you're less than, or you're not on your shit. Let me be one to tell you, from my experience, kids care. They want things for Christmas, but they don't care if you spend $1 million on them. In a lot of situations, it's the thought that counts. And even if say you a parent that can't do shit, I ain't got it. A conversation goes a long way. We tend to think children don't understand grown-up concepts. And in some sense, you're right. But see, when it comes to having and not having, kids probably understand a lot more than we tend to give them credit for. Man, a conversation and giving a child insight goes a lot further than you might think. It goes further than any material gift can go, to give a child some knowledge or some game, let them know, like, what's going on, man. It's okay to, stay in a child's place. True. But you stay in a parent's place. You stay in an adult's place. And that's to be a teacher. Teach them that shit. Everything ain't always rainbows. and all that bullshit. Rainbows and marshmallows and whatever come in that Lucky Charm box. Life ain't always that. And it's okay to let your child know that. I'm not saying, go stress the kid out. Like, man, we about to lose the house. What you gonna do, little man? Like, no, don't put that shit on them. But time, man. If you don't have nothing else, give them some time for Christmas. Don't go in debt for Christmas either. A kid will be happy with the Xbox on Christmas. They'll be happy with it in income tax time. They'll be happy with it whenever they get it. Don't kill yourself over a concept that just because other people are doing it. I've seen some people, I've talked to, like, man, I gotta get this shit for Christmas, blah, blah, blah. I'm about to max out the cards because, shit been going on for these last couple of years with some people's money's better, some people's money ain't been right. Don't go max out your cars for some kid toys. What's gonna be better for the kid? A stressed out ass parent that's gotta go get a second job to go pay off some credit card bills so you can get them some bikes and shit for Christmas? Can't even ride the fucking bike right now. Hold off on some of this shit. They got a birthday coming up next year. We get caught up in it, and especially nowadays with this social media, we watching how other people living, what they doing. Fuck all that. Fuck all that. Uh, happy, level-headed parent is the best thing any child can have. And that's not just on Christmas, that's in life. You out here ready to stress yourself out, go in debt up to your ears, just so what you could take some pictures online. And I'm not saying kids just gonna be, you don't show up with nothing on Christmas and the kids just gonna be like, oh yeah, I get it. They might even be a little disappointed. And that's where that conversation I'm talking about comes in. Or maybe you get them one or two things. You know, who you trying to impress? You trying to impress the kid or you trying to impress other people? I know, I wish I could give my kid everything he ever wanted. But I've had situations in the past where I couldn't. And I don't think he would love me any more than he does now had I sprung and got this shit. You know, I feel like I feel like my son loves me. I don't ever doubt that. I don't think anything else. I don't ever wonder like, I wonder if my son really loves me. I don't think that. And hell, as far as I'm concerned, I ain't even always been the best dad possible. You know, I've done what I could do, you know, and I've made mistakes, but I don't think Christmas was like the biggest mistake ever. And also, I don't think had I done Christmas different, he would love me more than he does now. You know, I might have could have put a bigger smile on his face one of the days. But usually, I mean, he got other family plus me. He usually has a decent Christmas. So don't let me sit up here and just act like my son ain't never had no good Christmas before, because that's not the picture I'm trying to paint. I'm just saying, as a father, as a man, you know, I got my ego, I got my pride. I would like to just show up with Toys R Us like, I got it all. I know you wanted Batman, but I got Batman, Robin, Superman, all that, you know, I came with that whole story. I would like to do that. But that ain't how it played out. And, okay, I'm be real honest. I'm not a big Christmas holiday nigga, you know what I'm saying? I like the vibes that come around the holiday. I like to see people in a upbeat, cheery mood. You know, I like to spend time with family. I like stuff like that. So I like that aspect of it, but the whole idea of these companies gotta dump their inventory at the end of the year, you know, so they got good numbers. So we get forced Christmas shit where it's like, yeah, the end of the year, spend it all, buy everything. The more I know, you know, knowledge is a burden. You know, and it makes you look at things different. And I don't really care. You know, I don't care as much. I do Christmas because the children in my family are still children. You know, I don't do Christmas for me. You know, I had a friend over earlier. She's like, you ain't gonna put a tree up? Nothing. I don't know, kid live here. You know, my son don't live here. You know, I don't need no Christmas tree up. I don't want to go through the hassle of putting it up. I don't want to take it down. The idea of Santa Claus is wild to me. You know, if some fat dude break in my house, he ain't gonna make it to yours. But I don't know, just when I sit down and look at what Christmas is, what it is, I don't care for it. I like what happens as far as, if I could make my nieces and nephews smile for a couple dollars, I'm down with that. If I could make my son smile for a couple dollars, I'm with that. If I could, I know my mom, she don't really care for what Christmas is, but if I could show up with a nice little present for her and make her smile, I'm down for that. Like I'm down for that. I'm down for making the family smile. So I do take advantage of Christmas. Don't get it twisted. But if one day the family was like, hey, we don't want to celebrate this shit no more, I'll be like, took y'all so long. But I'm just seeing a lot of, I'm catching what's the word I'm looking for? I'm catching the undertones of Christmas, on top of other problems that people have been sharing with me. And I can't sit here and act like it's not affecting me at all. But I ain't going to speak on everybody else shit on this. I'll talk to them personally. But just with the whole Christmas thing, man, don't go in debt over this shit. Don't beat yourself up too bad about it if you can't buy diamonds and pearls for your children or family members. Do what you can. Live within your means. It's the thought that counts. I know that sounds real generic and cheesy, but this shit's real. Especially when it comes to parents and shit. You might like to get your mom diamonds or something, and you can't afford them. I bet if you wrote her a poem or something, she'd fucking melt. Hey, it's ways, man. It's ways to show people you care that ain't gonna leave you worse off. You shouldn't. If you don't have anything, how can you give something? So if you giving your last just to say you did something for Christmas, you gonna wake up the day after Christmas. Don't make shit harder than it need to be. Why you gotta have it on the 25th? Why you can't have it on the 29th? Why you can't have it in February? I guess you could say people die. You never know when your last day is. If your last day is on the 26th, I really didn't want to buy you something expensive on the 25th. If you just gonna grow. Is that bad? Maybe I'm sounding really insensitive right now. That's not what I'm trying to do, but that's how I think. Let's see. What else we got here? Oh, I'm going to go ahead and jump to that. Make music great again. My pick for this week, man. Rex Life Raj. That REXX. Rex Life Raj. Dope. I ain't listened to his whole project. I done heard a couple cuts. And each cut I'm hearing, I'm liking better and better. I just got hit like 2 days ago. He got a cut called Freak with Juvie. I had to add that to my bedroom mix. Yeah, I have a bedroom mix. I got my gym mix, got my chilling mix, I got bedroom mix. I definitely had to throw that cut on the bedroom mix. But he got other cuts he's not just making bedroom mix. That's just a little fun one. Yeah, so get a chance, check out Rex Life Raj. R-A-J. Yeah, it's Raj. But dope shit. It was something I wanted to talk about. Something. So this week, man, I ain't do too much studying. I got caught up on Hunger Games, man. Like one time I was in adult timeout and I read the first Hunger Games book. Like I read the book for the first Hunger Games. It was dope. I actually watched the second movie. I actually watched the movie. I didn't read any more of the books, but I watched that second movie. So I was just on Hulu at the beginning of the week, and I saw Hunger Games, the first one. So I watched that because I had never watched that movie. I had watched the second one. So I watched the first one, and just like the book did, got me hooked. So I pretty much spent each day of the week watching a different one of the movies. And that concept is crazy. But it fits. Like when you really start thinking about how our society is, like I could see some shit like that. Like, I mean, we watch UFC. You know what I mean? Like when you think about the concept of the UFC, like boxing is bad enough on its own. You know, boxing that's a pretty brutal sport. You know, but UFC is a little more real. Like when we think about what we watching, that shit's almost gladiator level for real. Like the only thing they not doing, they don't got swords. Like these dudes is like you win the fight by beating this nigga unconscious. like you can pin him down and elbow him in his face until he passed the fuck out. That's some brutal shit. I'll watch it, you know what I mean? But it's like, what the fuck? When you think about it, like, what are we watching? What are we, like, we really getting desensitized watching something like that. Like, these dudes are literally beating each other unconscious. And their gloves are thinner than boxing gloves. You know, these dudes just standing up, just beating the shit out of each other, though. Like, if you ever watch somebody like, who's the guy? He always, like, looks beat up, even when he wins. Forrest Griffin's one of them, or like the Diaz brother. Every one of his fights look like crazy. Like he's always busted up. Even when he wins, he just like beat the fuck up. Like that's some crazy shit that we watch. So like when you think of something like Hunger Games, it's like, how far off are we? You know it. How far off are we from that? All we need is like, you know, some food shortages. And then you look at like what's going on in the world right now, it's like it's some shit cooking. Cause it's some shit cooking. You know, I don't know exactly what it is, but it shit ain't the same. Life ain't bad, but shit is different. Shit's been different since you know, the pandemic hit. Shit's been different. So it's just like what are we transitioning to? And then like you have like weird shit like the metaverse popping up, which Matrix-ish. I'm not excited about the metaverse. You know, some people are like, I was just talking to my boy the other day. He like, yeah, metaverse, you know, he's happy about it. He's like, yeah, I got the VR thing at the house, man. You gotta check this out, man. This shit raw. I'm like, man, I don't want that shit in my house. You know, I'm this is what I'm used to. I'm used to real life. You know, this is as virtual as I want to get. You know, sitting here doing a podcast, web show, you know, I'm not saying I won't do whatever needs to be done to keep shit relevant, but it's only so far I'm willing to immerse myself in some shit like that. Like, I don't know, the idea of living virtually. What you gonna do with my body? Like, what I'm gonna do with my body? I'm supposed to just let that shit wither up in the house while I got some fucking virtual reality glasses on? While I'm watching. And then when I take the virtual glasses off, I gotta watch Hunger Games outside my window. Like, nah, I'm cool, man. I'm cool. I don't know how far off this shit is, though. Like, you know, with younger, this stuff seemed like some sci-fi shit. Today, you know, with the shit I'm seeing, when I was a kid, like, we didn't have smartphones. Like, today, shit, phones smarter than me, damn near. You know? it was just like funny to like watch Hunger Games and then think about the state of the world and like what we watch as entertainment. Like UFC and Hunger Games, like you could say they're not related, but when you think about just the brutality of it, it's like we inching towards that. You know, when I was younger, worst we had like that was like mass televised was like boxing. You know, even like if you went and watched Olympic karate and stuff, you know, they got like certain protection and shit on. Where you got UFC, these dudes is just out here with little padding on their fists, and it's like go to work. Like these dudes, I be watching some of the highlights, man. These dudes be getting fucked up, and we just cheer like yeah. Like, what if this dude died? Like this dude just got kicked in his head and went to sleep. You know, like but people love it. You know, so that kind of speaks to the nature of humans, the nature of some humans. Because there's some people who probably detest that. Like, this is caveman shit. I don't want to watch that. Then there's others that's like, I want to go do that. You know, I want to go do that. I would love to be in the octagon. It looks cool. Would I want to be on the receiving end of that knockout punch? No. Could I be a good sport after being on the receiving end of that knockout punch? And like my son and mom and everybody I know watching this shit on TV. And especially if you taunting at the end, fuck. I don't know if I can live with that. You know, so it's like, okay, that's clearly not my field. That's not something I'm going into. But I commend the people that do. You know, that shit takes some guts. That shit is not for the faint of heart. But I don't know, just sitting back and thinking about what it takes to watch that. And then even like some of the videos we see just being online on social media, like you can literally watch someone get their head cut off or get shot in the face on Facebook. You know, you could be on Facebook and watch somebody get their brains blown out. Like, why can we see that? But then if I like say a racial slur on there, I'm banned. You ban me for a racial slur, but I can watch someone get their brains blown out. I'm not saying it's okay to say racial slurs or anything like that, being purposely trying to hurt folks based on their ethnicity or race. No, that's not cool. It's stupid. It's foolish. But I should not be able to scroll on a website or on an app that I know my son's on and I know other people's children are on because I see them on there. And on that same app, I can watch someone get savagely beaten, or I can even watch someone get their head blown off. You know, like that's cool. Don't call anyone a derogatory name, but you can blow their brains out and post it, and we ain't gonna take it down. That's crazy. That's a crazy concept. And it's almost like, what do you want? What are you trying to get? Why would you want someone to see that? Why are you opening the door for people to think like that? Why are you endorsing that? But I can't put a certain word in. If I put a certain word in, Facebook's like, hey, you know, community standards. You banned for 3 days, you banned for a week, you banned for 30 days. But I could personally have my phone up, record the video, and go shoot somebody in the head, and that shit's gonna go viral. I'll probably end up in prison, and the video will still be circulating. You know, that's crazy. That's Hunger Games-ish. Except they not giving my district extra food because I walked away and I didn't die. Nah, but you still watching the killing. And there's people that's like, damn, damn, he smashed the shit. Instead of, oh my God. I mean, you get some of them, but then you got some people like, he fucked him up. And they're like kicking it, happy about the shit damn near seem like. It's wild. Like, that's wild. We can watch that. That's wild that this is the day and age we're in. So, I don't know, that movie just made me think of that. It's a dope movie. If you haven't watched it, it's dope. It's dope. I liked it. I knew I would. I mean, it's old, so I'm sure a lot of people seen it, but check that out if you get a chance. But yeah, this whole Christmas season, I know it gets heavy for people who aren't financially stable, you know, or maybe just in a rough patch right now. It might not even be all the time you like this. Something might have just came up. Maybe your transmission blew and you got to get that fixed instead. And it's Christmas time. Whatever the reason, you know, don't kill yourself for it, man. Don't make the rest of your life harder than it needs to be just so you can have some stuff that, hell, you know how kids are. Kids are fickle as shit, man. They want this toy so bad. They get these toys, or you come bring them a boatload of toys and they play with 2 of them. You know, and then the rest of them they are fun for a week or a month, and then they don't touch them again. You know, I see that. Hell, I was a kid like that before. When I was younger, man, Christmas was cool. But it's like, what toy? Do I remember every single item I ever got for Christmas? Fuck no. Do I remember my parents? Yes. Do I remember things they taught me? Yes. Do I remember being able to talk to them when I needed to? Yes. That's what's really important. I've been disappointed on Christmas before. Did I think my parents loved me less? No. Did I think they were bad parents? No. Don't fuck yourself or beat yourself up too bad over some concept that has great marketing. You know, the concept of Christmas, the marketing for that, fucking genius. You know, like, fucking genius. But don't bet the barn on it, man. Don't kill yourself over it. No need for high amounts of debt that's gonna take you more time to pay off than it should, so then you accruing interest. You don't need all that. I mean, you can do it if that's what you into. I'm not saying fuck them kids on Christmas. You know, whatever you do it. Just, if you ain't got it like that, don't kill yourself over it. Don't stress yourself out over it. You know, not to that extent. You know, and there's no point in going broke for it, because you still got shit to do tomorrow. You know, why make, you know, coming into a new year right after Christmas, why start the year off in a bad place when you could do a little for the 25th and maybe have a conversation on why things are the way they are. Be transparent with these kids, man. That's what's gonna help them, man. All that hiding the truth from children and stuff. Certain things they don't need to know. You know, maybe it's shit that ain't their business. You know, but being transparent with a kid, letting them know what situations are, it's good. It's actually a good thing. It helps them be understanding and it helps them shape their direction for the future. You know, maybe they like, oh, I don't like that mom and dad are in this position, or I don't like that dad's in this position. I don't like that mom's in this position. You know what? When I get older, I'm going to make sure I have blah, blah, blah. You know? Or instead of, as opposed to faking it and creating a picture that's not real, because they going to pick up on that too. Yeah, I'm sure everybody knows some people out there that's real materialistic, got shit. They look great in the picture, but they ain't got a cent in their pocket. You know, shit hit the fan tomorrow, they fucked. You know, don't teach your kid to be them people, because you know how stressful that is. You know, if you living like that, you know how stressful that is. Ain't no need for it, man. It can be avoided by a couple less toys and a conversation. And you can start off the next year better, and then the next Christmas, who knows where you be, because you didn't fuck yourself over for this one. You might actually have the money to do that shit you want to do. Just some food for thought. Food for thought. Don't go broke for Christmas. Don't go in debt for Christmas. Yeah, that's pretty much all I really got to say, man. Just check out that Hunger Games if you haven't. All 4 of them. I watched all of them. It was in the last couple days. Rex Life Raj, man. Check him out. Dope artist. And don't go broke for Christmas. It's the worst gift you could give yourself. The gift of broke. Don't do it. It's a waste of time, man. I'm gonna get out of here with that, man. Thanks for tuning in. It's your man Cleveland Holmes, be professional. Showtime if you're nasty. Thanks for catching the Crosscast. See y'all next time. Peace.